the pages of my old journals. With every turn another memory.
Hello, welcome back to Journaling Through the Years. I am Leah Liz, and this is a series on this channel where I read through my journals throughout all of my life. I've been writing in journals and diaries since I was old enough to hold a pen, and literally, or a pencil, and I've read a lot of those. You can check out the playlist. I'll put a link to it somewhere. I'm so good at YouTube. Just like I said last week in the last episode, we have the fundraiser for my friend David Nino for his mother for the expenses that she has to deal with in the wake of his death, as well, and as her help for her to get back up on her feet. And I still have the fundraiser up for the Trevor Project on Bonfire. I will once again post the link, have the pictures. Jesus Loves Queer. Check it out. 50% goes to the Trevor Project, and the other part goes to help accrue expenses from our film I Am Fine, which I will keep you posted when it's available for viewing. And also we'll be airing a video tribute for David Nino, so I'll let you know how you can see that as well. Okay, last week we were talking about don't get obsessed with M-Bird. Don't call him. This is the last time, which I probably wasn't. I don't know. Reenact prom. What? I don't think we ever did that, so I don't know what his response was, if I actually went through with that. And Not Sandler. I wish I could tell you. Maybe after this I'll tell you what happened with the Not Sandler boy, and I only say that because he has the same name as Sandler, but he's not Sandler. And I love Adam Sandler. So this guy was not Sandler, because I love Adam Sandler and not this guy. June 15th, 1994. Dear Diary, I can't believe it. It's finally summer. I got out June 9th. I completed my freshman year in high school. My first year is over, and it has been filled with, by far, some of the best and wonderful times of my life. Let's see. I met B in the beginning and became her best friend. And her best friend, that was the girl that stayed up all night with me after we went to the party at the Boys and Girls Club. That girl. Back with this. All the countless times with Bad A. The time with MF, E, and I have no idea who this person is. My first date ever. Oh, right. E had this friend, and they did some bad stuff that you put up your nose. And they did that for me because I was worried about my first date, and I went on the date with MF, and it was a one and only time, and I don't know why my friends were like, you should try this, it'll get you ready for your date, because I was really nervous, and yeah, probably not good. And probably, I think MF was like, what? This girl did what? These people are bad. Many times with E. MF's 18th B-Day party. The times I just kicked it in school with all my friends. The time JF liked me. Really? There's this boy that lived down the street from my house for a little bit. And then B. Oh, JF liked me, then he liked B. The times with B, H, and C. And some of the other times with C, with another boy. Don't forget my everlasting love-hate relationship, sister with E. We're talking about these same people over and over. Now here I am with two of my other best friends, the Vineyard Club, and you, dear Diary. You are the only one who really knows me well, and whom I can completely trust. You have earned a name. I have decided to call you Kitty. I wonder why. Little Kitty, because of your cover. So, Kitty, let's reminisce about the many memories at the club. Remember the Vineyard Club? That was where I met Root of Oliva Boy, and it's near where I grew up. Anyways, speaking of Bad A, the two of us have gotten very close. I can't believe I still remain friendship with this person. Fortunately, she will leave in about a year. I think this is the way our relationship was meant to be. We had to find it for ourselves, of course, but everything that we have been through together and separately has led us to this moment. And now we have been close like soulmates. She lived down the street from me, and I would hang out with her, and yeah, anyways. It was last Friday night, June 17th, when she spent the night at my house. We went to the club in the late afternoon at around 7 o'clock, and then went out to dinner at Taco Supremo. What? I don't remember. And got back by 9 o'clock. When we were supposed to be back, then we arranged with her boyfriend that we were to sneak out and go to the club, and he was going to bring some beer, alcohol, anything. Before we started, we were all really tired, Bad A and I, so we took some Dayquil with Dr. Pepper. That really didn't do much, so we took one of my Ritalin, ADD, pills, and actually we took 30 doses of Ritalin and 2 Dayquil each. Oh my god. Okay, so my friend, remember I just tried speed, like I mentioned that, and then now I'm trying this stuff. Yeah, I did take it because I had a quote ADD diagnosis, and then she did too. I stopped doing it in college because it was like $100 a bottle, and I didn't want to pay that, and so then I went off of it cold turkey, and was so tired, like passing out like that. But then I went on some supplements, and now I've learned that I actually never had ADD, never had a problem focusing, but have obviously bipolar, which can look very similar. And I can't believe I'm reading this. This is God. But she went on to, she still to this day has an addiction problem that I know of today. I don't know. Last time I really saw her was in my early 30s, and she was still, like, had lost the custody of both of her children from 2 different guys and was still doing all that kind of stuff. Before we went out, we dressed all in black, except for our funky bright socks. Mine were yellow, hers was blue. Our faces were all white, and our eyes were dark outlined. We had dark lipstick, and we had tear marks. We both wore hats, black, pulled down low over our eyes. I felt so evil, and it was rad. She was such a bad influence. Anyways, we left my house at about 12:30 and got to the club about 1 o'clock. Her boyfriend got there about 1:45. God, oh my God, what were we didn't even knock the sensor lights off. Bad A and I had to run through the sprinklers a couple times. We were both hella wired because Ritalin is legal speed. See, that's why she liked it and why she got her parents to get her a thing. Anyways, Bad A and I drank Bartles and James. Boyfriend had to drive. It didn't really affect our thinking at all. In fact, we talked all night about everything, what we thought and felt for everything we had shared over the last 2 years, and other stuff like how we felt about the Ritalin. Boyfriend felt left out because he wasn't on the Ritalin, didn't understand anything we'd been through, and didn't get to share any of his stories. Anyways, now Bad A and my goal is to change the world by slowly helping people grow and change for the better. Boyfriend, he was a good guy. I really want to find him and connect with him again. I haven't seen him since I first moved back to California, so like my late 20s. Helping people grow and change for the better. It'll be hard sometimes, but other times it'll be easy. But okay, so this is my mission now with my company's brand is Love Your Thrive, is to help others find and love their thrive. So yes, I'm doing this now. But the thing is that I've learned, and this is why there are programs like even teacher programs or therapy programs or coaching programs, like where you can license this, because you have to learn how to care for yourself when you want to help others to be better. Okay? I didn't know that. And so I would become codependent, and I'd go and try to save everyone and rescue everyone and wear myself out and go crazy and get mad and all that. Codependency. Okay. but other times it's easy. We'll do it together and help each other out. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun learning experience. What did we think this was going to be? What are we going to... I don't even know. Anyways, last Wednesday, actually, the day I started this entry, it's June 23rd, Rudolph Evil Boy and his friend C came up for a night in the country alone. E came over and spent the night. We snuck out and went to the house at 1 and got back at 4. When we were leaving it at 1, my dog started barking and we had to run down the road barefoot as fast as we could. E thinks Rudolph Evil Boy is fine. I kissed C, but it wasn't. I remember this guy. He was kind of hippie looking. So I was like, I wonder whatever. I should ask, like, whatever happened to that guy. That good. He, like, slobbered all over my mouth. And I was like, ew. Oh, I saw B.O. Remember B.O.? This is one of the guys from that, like, generated from the Vineyard Club that I had a little crush on. I saw B.O. too, and he was changed from the last time I saw him as a little boy. And he's hella fun. Anyways, I can feel a change is going to happen to myself, my neighborhood, family, friends, country, etc. Country. Maybe good in some ways and bad in others. I can feel it coming, yet I have no... what it is? Oh, on June 8th, the G's house burnt down. Oh, right. House burnt down in my neighborhood. Luckily, it didn't get any other houses besides it. It was next to Bad A's and the others, another family's. Bad A saved her house by fighting the fire against it. Whoa. Oh, on June 14th, my dad's second cousin died of skin cancer. I hardly knew her, except that she took me to Lake Michigan when we visited Michigan last summer. I got to know all her kids, well, especially one of them, who was my little buddy. Anyways, I now feel everyone's pain and heartache like my own. I think that a broken heart, or having someone very special leave you in some ways, is the worst feeling of pain. It hurts so bad. No one who has ever experienced real heartbreak can understand. I had a boyfriend break up with me, and then I had a crush on someone and he decided not to like me. That's real heartbreak. Okay. No one has ever experienced real heartbreak, who has never experienced real heartbreak, can understand and love life as someone who has. Love changes everything. E's quote, "Love is the nightmare you can't wake from, and the dream you don't want to." Wizard of Oz. A heart will never be practical until it can be made unbreakable. I think I might meet a new guy soon. Pray for me. Someday, I still believe, in spite of everything, that people are truly good at heart. I will try to get through this with your support, Mimi, hoping that it will pass and that I will be a child again, living my childhood in peace. Oh, that was this girl who was about 11, Zlata. So go Zlata, you are a sweet little girl who has seen and heard much too much for her age, and Anne Frank and everyone will remember you as a hero. Now, dear Kitty, this is the last paragraph. I love you always. Thanks for always being there. Darling, parting is such sweet sorrow. Love, Jules. P.S. I will buy another one of you, okay? I'll buy another one of you, okay? I just named it. Okay, so, I want to end on this idea that I said that I feel everyone's pain and heartbreak, because I never understood why I could sense things that others were going through by just sensing them, until I heard the word empath. And the empath is someone that has like an innate understanding, and there's like, they describe there's different types of empaths, emotional, different types of empaths. I'll kind of put them up here list. I've also read that people that have been through trauma in their life, for whatever reason, or some kind of abuse, they learn to sense a room. So I've always been able to walk in the room and feel, from a very, very, very early age, feel how the room is going to feel and make adjustments to what I'm doing because of that. And I've learned, I think, that a person that is a so-called empath is someone that has gone through some kind of abuse and trauma in their life, and I have. And so I have developed early on to feel the room, to see what I could do to adjust to it. And then I think from that, I developed that sort of empath ability of understanding another's feelings, emotions, what they're going through, without even really them having to tell me. I didn't have a word for it for many years until like my early 30s, and I was looking on YouTube and this woman was describing it, and I'm like, yes, that's a thing. I thought I was crazy. But I think that, so there's good, bad things to it. There is good in having that sense of understanding and ability to understand a person without them even being able to speak. But then, you develop the codependency, and it also becomes of like a way to kind of cope in a stressful, abusive, traumatic situation, because you're already ready to decide how you're going to engage. Are you going to run? Are you going to stay? Are you going to help? Are you going to try to appease? Which is, I did a lot. So, but I also think that it's a good thing, because I think these abilities developed throughout life because of my I'm trying to think of how do I want to word this. These abilities developed throughout life because of good and bad. Yes, by having my heart broken and by enlarging it to grow and love more. And then I got hurt. I learned more about life and people and relationships, and I was able to kind of communicate in some ways. But then also by getting hurt more and more, I kind of put up a guard and developed unhealthy coping strategies, behaviors, attached myself to people that I thought could rescue me from myself, or that I needed to rescue, and had these kind of ever loops. So both of those go hand in hand with that sort of empath, where I grew because of these relationships, and I'm grateful for every relationship, both platonic and romantic, that I've ever been in, because they've helped me grow and to be a whole person in some ways, and develop and understand myself and see what's good for me, what's bad. But at the same time, there was a part of me that became kind of obsessive, because I needed more of that fix, that rescuing, and from that, this codependency to want to save and rescue others. And so I got myself in situations that were toxic because of these abusive people. Okay, I'm going to end there. We'll talk next week. Comment below if you have any thoughts. Subscribe, do all that kind of YouTube-y stuff. And check out the links that we have below, the GoFundMe and the bonfire. Bye.